The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Please confirm audio video. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for the wait. Let's get started. So, in the recap, let's see what we have seen previous session. We have seen how we can design approval process plus what are the various options, and also we have seen something called as final approval step. Now that is something we are going to discuss now because it is something related to Salesforce internal algorithm, and let me tell you what is that final approval thing. Before that, let me first of all go to Salesforce. So let me go to Salesforce and go to setup. In the left hand side, approval process. Then go for dice. Now let's talk about this. Final approval action. After that, final rejection. First, final approval. So the thing is that even though we have this approval action, again, why we need final approval action? And what is that? Let's see. Imagine this is your company's hierarchy. So here Shekhar, then Shekhar will report to Tom, and let's say vice president. So Shekhar, then Tom, and then vice president, and then CEO. Let's say this kind of hierarchy you follow in the company. Now when a record will go from Shekhar to Tom, so Tom will take some kind of action, and because of that, approval action, rejection action will happen. When vice president will take some action or some decision, then after that, approval action or rejection action can happen. The way we saw yesterday. Sorry, we cannot go with this candidate, or we can proceed with this candidate, something like that. Any action. And similarly, in the place of CEO also, approval action, rejection action will happen. But apart from that, Salesforce will say, I will give you one more thing. What is that? Salesforce will say, I will give you one more extra thing. Final approval action, final rejection action. Salesforce will say that Shekhar, I will study your entire approval process, and I will not ask you anything. I will not even allow you anything. I will only decide one place in this entire approval process where if rejection happens, then according to me, there is no point of proceeding further. Stop and simply say that now we can approve, process must be stopped, and approve the candidate full stop. Repeating again, Salesforce say that Shekhar, I don't need your help. I'm not going to ask you anything to you. I will only study the entire approval setup, whatever you have, Shekhar to Tom, Tom to VP. I will find out a place where if approval happens, then no more time spending is required. Can simply say, that's it. Stop the process and simply say approved. At that time, if you want to take any action, then that is called as final approval action. So you can see here everything is done by Salesforce algorithm. You, me, your manager, we don't have any scope to take any decision here. Salesforce will decide the place and everything. Our role is to only decide if you want to take any action at that time as a final approval action or not. That's it. So here our role is just to come here in the final approval action area, select something, let's say field update or whatever, field update, let's say whatever number, and what you want to write at that time, let's say in approval status, we will write this message came from final approval action. This is just for our learning purpose to understand what's happening internally. Otherwise, you can write congratulations and something like that. Same, that's it. Same for final rejection. Salesforce is saying, by the way, in the final rejection, you can see record log is here. Is it something from outside? No, no. See, everywhere you can see record log. This is the default behavior of Salesforce. Salesforce will say, as in the approval process, we should not allow records to be modified by anyone. I'm going to automatically log them. It's okay. Let you. Yeah, so let's continue. So here final rejection means Salesforce will say, I will study your entire approval process, whatever settings you have done. And I will find out one place by my own, where if rejection happens, then according to me, no further rejection or no further time pass should happen. No further time loss. Just immediately take a decision, record rejected and stop it. At that time, if you want to do something, then let me. So our role is only to work on this. Nothing about finding the area or finding the moment when finalization will happen. That's it. So is it that much famous in the real-time project? No, not that much famous. Generally, we don't use that. So this is Zensar interview question. What is the final approval action? You can say whenever at any step, any approval happens, and after that, as per Salesforce algorithm, no further processing is required, and you can consider the report is eligible to get approved. That situation is called as final approval action. Please note, and at this situation, Salesforce will automatically take final approval action. That's it. Whenever you have approval words, just change it to rejection, and the same definition will happen for a final approval, final rejection action. Next. Now, guys, now we are going to see practically if final approval action happening at the very end or not. Also, you will learn one concept. How we track any field in real-time project. Okay, let's proceed. See, what I will do, I will create a record and I will follow all the steps. And I will find and I will just check this approval status and I will see whether really final approval action coming at the end or not. That's it. Okay. So for that purpose, let's do whatever we need. So maybe Maria is the record name or recorder name, Australia, whatever salary, and say done. Then I have sent this to my manager. Please check. Submit. Done. After that, go to Tom. Go to user. Login. Open this record number 6 on the front side. Wait. We have made a mistake. We have to give access to Tom. Wait, one step is pending. So access to Tom I can do by sharing or whatever. Sharing is done. Go to Tom. Open any record. Let's say Tom is saying approved. Yes, all fine. And now let's log out. Now see, all this activity, whatever happened, if you want to see, then in the related section, what we do in the real-time project, that extra information also I'm going to teach you. Along with approval history, one more section we need to add here so you can see history of whatever we have done. Okay, so let me tell you how to build that setup. This is very useful in the job. First of all, go to that object and go to edit button here, and you first of all give the permission to Salesforce to track the field history. Save. Then go to fields and relationship and decide you want to track which field. So click on set history tracking and say I want to track approval status field. After that, third area, page layout. In that, open the page layout. Now we need to bring one area in the page layout where you can see this information. So such kind of area is present in related list. You go to related list. Then here search the object name dials.com. Then you will see only one area in option. Click and drag and drop in the green area properly. Again, one more time. Yeah. So this is the area where we will see all the changes happening to that field. That's it. Save and let's go again. So click on recently viewed, click on new, John, Australia, salary, whatever, and save. Submit it to, first of all, share with Tom so he can work on that. He can see the record. Then submit to Tom. Submit. Go to Tom. Go to user. Login. Open record number 7. Approve. Approved. Now log out. Now go to this record and go to related section. Go to related section and you can see the history. But wait, there is a bug in Lightning. There is a bug in Lightning. This history will be seen properly in Classic. So let me go to Classic. In the Classic, click on the plus symbol to find out your object name or tab name. Open the dice. Open the record number 7. And now look at this. Look at this. What time, what happened, and at the end, at the very end, final approval action came or not, everything you can see. So this technique you can use in the office. Very useful we use to track the data. Okay. So you learn two things here. Okay, now let me go to the lightning. And let me tell you one concept. There is a concept in approval process called as multi-step approval process. Multiple steps. See, right now, whatever example we have seen is Shekhar to Tom. It's a single step. But when you have Tom to vice president to CEO, this is called as multi-step approval process. So how we can create that? Please note, multi-step approval process you can create by this way. Go to setup. Here, approval process. Then open the approval process. So here, somewhere you'll have a button, approval step. Why not available now? Please note, as soon as you start using approval process, as per the rule of Salesforce, they will not allow you to create any new step as soon as you start using. Okay, so that's why now we cannot get this. But you will be given some bonus video to learn this approval, multi-step approval process. Look at this, the video and some work for you. All will come in the notice board, not part of your syllabus, but just extra knowledge for you. So go through that, okay, in your notice board. Next. Also, guys, one common mistake I see people doing in approval process. Whenever you are working on approval process, ensure that the person who is junior, the junior person, in that, don't forget to mention this manager. People don't mention and they see errors coming. When your manager is not confirmed, then how Salesforce will send the approval to someone? Next. Apart from that, if you go to approval process, let's say if I did approval action, so this is fine. Approval action, so approval step, edit. Next, next. Now, if you remember, yesterday you have seen this area, and we said that we are going to see this information in the next session. Now it's time to see that information. Actually, apart from manager, what are the things we need to select or we can select? That's the question here. So please note, first of all, we can select, let the submitter choose the approval manager. Means what? Okay. When Shekhar is going to submit for approval, then out of all the employees in the company, Shekhar will be able to select one employee. It will be his decision to decide who will be the approver. Nothing will happen automatically. Shekhar needs to select manually. Now, here we have a problem. People do mistake. People do mistake and they select wrong managers. Those who are not even eligible. Those who are not even eligible. So please note that's why mostly people don't use this option. Mostly people don't use this option. Okay? Please notice. Next. Second one, it's about manager, nothing difficult. Third, assign to queue. Now, what is queue? You know what is the meaning of queue? Queue means a group of people where you can transfer the ownership, right? Like that. So, as we discussed in the queue topic, this is also famous in the upload process. So, you can transfer this record ownership and you can say, take care. You guys are owner, take care. Or you guys are responsible for approval, take care. So, out of these people, anyone will come ahead and anyone will approve. Okay? Or reject. That's it. Next. Now in the queue, we have fixed people. We have already present people. Again and again, you don't need to add. But sometimes you are not sure which people to add. Every time you are changing the people. So go for last option. Here user Ajay, add row. Then Ajay, add row. Vijay, add row. Sujay. Like this, you can keep on adding people from any department, any queue, any random people, 25 people you can add. If you are not having a fixed queue, if you are not having always same people, you want to always select random people, go for this option. Now see, there is a small information. Approve or reject based on first response or required unanimous approval. Means what? Now see the scenario. Imagine Shekhar is a junior person. Shekhar is a junior person, and we selected this option of Ajay, Vijay, Sujay. So whenever Shekhar will submit the approval record, it will go to Ajay, Vijay, Sujay. So obviously the record will go to this person and this person and this person. But imagine that Ajay is in the hospital. Vijay came to office. Sujay came to office. Or let's say Vijay is on the vacation. So only Sujay is available. Sujay came to office. He said approved. That's it. No one waited for other people. Just said approved. That's it. And this is happening back to back. So this is a very common problem in the market. The ego issues happen, internal clashes in the department happen. That Sujay is not even asking us. Sujay is not even waiting for our response. He is only taking the decisions. Because you can see the rule is approve or reject based on the first response. It will not wait for anyone else. If Sujay is saying yes, it will not even consider Ajay and Vijay. Fastest person will be the decision maker. So in your career, in your office, in your job, you will find such kind of problem where issues are going on. People are getting upset because of this option. Then you can recommend to go for second option. Now what will happen? Now Ajay is in the hospital. Vijay is on the vacation. And Sujay, yes, she is available. Sujay quickly said approved. But then also Salesforce will not proceed ahead. Vijay came from vacation after 5 days. Then he said approved. And from hospital, Ajay came from after 15 days. After 15 days, finally, Salesforce said approved because it requires unanimous approval. Unanimous means everyone should say approved. Then only it will be approved. Now tell me what is the drawback in this? Correct answer. Please note the drawback is here it will be a big time loss. Big time loss in waiting. So in this any solution? Yeah. Then you can arrange a delegate at the bottom. This is the solution. For example, now let's take only two people example, Ajay and Vijay. Ajay and Vijay. So imagine Ajay is in the hospital and Vijay is available. So now it is responsibility of your client to tell you Ajay is in the hospital. So instead of Ajay, Peter will take a decision. Then immediately you select this option. Approvers delegate can also take the decision. And let's say because we don't have any user called as Ajay, so I will use let's say Tom. So Tom is in hospital. So Tom's delegate is Peter. So as soon as you realize that, immediately go to users and open record of Tom. Go at the bottom, delegate approver. is Peter. So even though Tom is hospitalized, Peter can take the decision, delay will be avoided. And again, it's the responsibility of your client to inform you as soon as Tom will come back to office. Then we can remove this entry. Because see, these things we cannot track. We are not managers or some kind of HRs to track who is absent, who is not absent. That is the responsibility of your client. So you only tell your client, sir, you have to tell me in advance when he's going, when he's coming. That's it. One more thing. So this approver, this Peter, delegate approver will get email notification, okay? And he can work on this and he can say approve rejected on the email. Only you need to tell, sometimes email will go to spam folder. Tell them to check email properly. Next. Now let's talk about some limitations. Each approval process you can have maximum 30 steps. For example, Shaker to Tom, step 1. Tom to Vice President, step 2. Vice President to CEO, step 3. Like this, you can create 30 steps. And we can have 25 approvers in one step. This one, this one, this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this, 25 you can have. An organization can have 300 active approval process per object. Simple to understand. Total approval process per object 500. Active plus inactive. Total approval process per org 2000 in some low charge or 1000. That's it. Now, after this approval process, I will show you what is Jumpstart user. Jumpstart. Click on this Jumpstart. Now it's very simple. See, that's it. That's it. This much only. That's it. This much only. I hope now you understand why I did not teach you Jumpstart, because in 10 minutes only we could have completed this topic, but we have taken 3 days because we need to focus what is more important for you or beneficial for you. That's it. This is simple Jumpstart wizard where you can select an email template, all these kind of things. Okay. Now let me tell you how you can select or how you can create email templates here. In the left hand side, type email templates, open the email templates. And it's loading, just wait. So you will come to this area, click on new email template, write here template, let's say approval of Australia staff. The related entity is optional. You can select here object name, description, whatever, and you can select the email template. Email should be in the private or public. See, generally we select public because we want, apart from that, apart from you, your colleague should also use that. So generally we select public, okay, so that it will be everyone available for everyone. Select. Subject is simple email subject. We can mention any kind of subject. Let's say, please check record for approval. And here, hello, sir, please check. And whatever you want to mention, just you can write the email template. That's it. And please note that by selecting the object here, by selecting the object name here, you can even bring dynamic data. Even you can bring dynamic data from that object. Dynamic field, like for example, first name of the candidate, this one, this information, this information, first name, country, salary. That also you can bring in the email. Okay, if required. That's it. Now, guys, after this, let me tell you that I'm going to give you some assignment on this. In your free time, do take the efforts on that. Okay, so the first one, is this, and this is the remaining half part of first task. Then this is second task, complete second task. Now you have to read this properly, this approval process, 2 times, 3 times, so that you'll be habitual to understand. And then you will understand how we need to plan the things. Read the requirements, understand the things, and then start working in the office. Okay, so you need all these kind of things to do good job in the office. Okay, next, after this, let's talk about the next and last topic of the admin live learning. Last topic. In just 2 3 days, admin will be live session will be over. So let me tell you one important thing about one useful tool which people are using in the market regularly. That is called as Chat GPT. Please note, you must be aware about usage of Chat GPT in the Salesforce project, because in the job, almost everyone is using that. So those people who are not aware about that, this is the URL by which you can log into ChatGPT from your laptop or mobile. After that, once you try to log in, you can use your Gmail account also. You can use Gmail account also. And after that, this will appear. This will appear. So now, as you must be aware about all these things, how to use ChatGPT and all in the office, let me tell you one example. First of all, let me tell you importance of ChatGPT for your career. Please read this. This helps you like an assistant. Please note, assistant help you to increase your speed, increase your work efficiency. Same thing by ChatGPT. You can do fast work. You can quickly find the solution on time because in the office they want you to provide quick solution, fast solution. Please note, taking suggestions when you are stuck in the office. And 99% Salesforce people are using in the market ChatGPT. So you also follow the common pattern. Now let me show you one example how people are using that. So imagine there is a requirement. Let's see like this. You got from your manager, BA, and you want to do this quickly. You have very less time. Very less time. So how to take the help of ChatGPT? Just paste here this requirement and hit enter. Then what it will do, you can see it is going to give step by step all the information, all the details, with the steps, with the email template, everything you will be getting here. That's it. Like this, you can take the help like assistant and quickly complete your work. Also, let me tell you one example of coding work. How coding also will be easy in that case. For example, let's say I'm writing one requirement here. Write an Apex class, which is about something related to coding and trigger and all these kind of things. Okay. So write this requirement, hit and look at this. So your code, your work will be ready within few seconds. And this way you can increase your speed and reach the target or the deadline told by your manager or client. So do use this. But before taking advantage of ChatGPT, you must have very solid understanding of the concepts. Otherwise, if concepts are not clear, then you cannot take the benefit of ChatGPT. Even ChatGPT cannot help you. Okay. Next, after this, next thing is we are having one admin ending quiz. And please note, in upcoming days, after 3 4 days, you can assume. So in that, try to win the prize. For that, you have to do revision of all the topics. This will be like Sunday Q&A, the way we follow. First ranker will be getting scholarship. The link will be same, which is present in the notice board that you are using, and time will be same like class. That will happen in 3 4 days. We will inform you very soon. Okay. So date we will inform soon. Next, after that, also please note the topics you can focus for earning the scholarship. this. Next. Now let's talk about next agenda. So here we are going to see how to show different content on the screen to different users. And guys, we are going to also see here in the upcoming mini project this feature we are going to use, which you will have in few days. So the name of the topic, or I will say another name for this topic, is using record type with page layout combination. Everyone please confirm audio video. Thank you for the confirmation. So using record type with page layout combination, that's what you're going to see. First of all, understand one useful thing for you. Whenever you plan any exam, then please note, focus on the topic name and not the lengthy statements. Not the lengthy statements that Salesforce gives. Actually, Salesforce mention the name of the topic. They make unnecessary complications while mentioning the name of the topic. Don't focus on that. Instead of that, just focus on the topic name, not the lengthy statement. For example, instead of simply saying OWD is the topic for exam syllabus, simple, right? OWD, that's it. Just mention OWD, that's it. But what they do, they mention solving the business issue of security concerns using capability of OWD in the Salesforce objects. Unnecessary confusion. Anyways, whenever you are planning for exam, just mail me. We will help you with some useful practice questions that will help you in the exam. This record type topic is a little bit tricky, but if you focus, then it will be clear to you. So focus properly. Let's talk about please note here for the privacy point of view, we are actually changing the name of the client. Please confirm audio video. Okay, I think some fluctuation. Anyways, so I was telling you that we are going to work with the scenario of IBM. What we are going to do, that we have done some work in the past for some client. So instead of using client name, we'll use IBM, and whatever steps you are taken, what kind of scenarios you are given to the client. Because in that project, our client had around 500 to 600 fields, plus so many departments. So we have used this record type and given, and customer got good amount of efficiency in the project. So I want you also learn this and apply the same for your client. Anyways, that will do in the next step. So the thing is that client is saying they have so many fields, something like this. Let's say XYZ, they have XYZ object, 500 fields. In that HR department 20 field, marketing department 30 field, finance department 50 field. How to achieve this? How to achieve this? So please note, if you want to show specific field to specific people, then you have to establish record type, page layout, map the record type, map the page layout, along with the profile. So many things, so many setup we need to plan, and then it is going to be possible. Okay. Anyways, that's part of our next session agenda, where we have to spend lots of time from top to bottom in the record type setup. That anyways we are going to see in the next session. So that's it. Today's agenda over. Let's meet in the next session.